Right, it's not long till kickoff now. 8 p.m. feels like forever, but it isn't that long. England preparing for Italy. We know they're at the ground. We know they're ready and raring to go. There'll be question marks between now and then as to what formation Gareth Southgate is going to pick. Does he go 3-4-3? Back three, back five, give Italy a lot of the ball, let them play with it and hurt them? Or does he go 4-2-3-1? Does he look to hurt their midfield? Does he look to compete with that midfield? And it's a tough test for Gareth in a footballing sense today. It's an even tougher sense to deal with the occasion. But if anything that Gareth Southgate has shown us so far in this tournament and possibly over the last 2 years, his management of expectations, his management of pressure, his ability to manage this squad has been key, and it's been very good and it's been effective. Roberto Mancini will look to play attacking, free-flowing, pressing football against England. And for the midfield, whoever it is, I believe it will be Phillips and Declan Rice, and I'm happy with that. I think that's the right choice. I know Liverpool fans at the last minute are talking about Henderson being a player that you want for the big occasion, and it's hard to go away from that fact. But the truth is, I trust Phillips and Declan defensively. I've spoken about this on numerous occasions. Calvin isn't the best number 8. Henderson is the better number 8, but what Calvin offers off the ball, his intelligence, the way that he's played a number 6 for Leeds before, he can get back into those positions and give protection to England's defence and win turnovers in those deeper areas. And England can carry the ball if they do play with the wing-backs. And that's why I want England today to play with wing-backs, whether it's Luke Shaw, whether Reece James comes in, whether Kieran Trippier comes in. I feel that England can win the ball in deep areas, break down Italy's play. And listen, Italy have been fantastic to watch in this tournament so far. We know what they offer in terms of that third man run from Barella. We know Immobile will try and stretch things and become almost a target man at times. We know that they'll push forward Emerson and Insigne will come inside. Anyone that's watched Italy so far in this tournament will be well versed with what they're going to throw at England. But this will be a battle of attrition. And if England can keep their head a little bit, be comfortable without the ball, understand the position that they're in this game. Italy, for me, have two versions of what they can show to this England side. They can play the way that they do. They can press high, and I expect them to do so. Or they can sit back in a narrow, low block with Chiellini, Bonucci, really allow the width, allow England to get forward and deal with the penalty area. And those two looks are something that I think we should be familiar with. And I do believe we'll see both today. Around the 60th minute, I imagine Italy will tire. But again, this is if England can keep to the game plan, if we can keep disciplined. And we've seen in this tournament so far, particularly in the first half of games, England take a while to get into their rhythm. It takes them a while to understand the occasion, to be comfortable in possession. And that's really key. England have got to be effective when they've got the ball, when they've got opportunities to get ahead, when Sterling and Saka, possibly if they play, they're in front and they're willing to run from deep areas, then we have to find them with the correct passes. If we lose it and the game becomes a little bit cagey and England can't maintain possession for long enough, then I imagine Italy will create chances. But that being said, I think England will deal very well with deliveries into the box. If we do go back three, Stones, Maguire, Walker, they've all shown themselves in this tournament to be really adept. Stepping back, the recovery runs we know we've got from Kyle Walker, Stones and Maguire have impressed me no end in terms of their reading of the situations. And I feel that Italy may be slightly blunted in terms of that attack. And the way England are conservative and how they've been criticised for being conservative could play into our hands. And listen, Gareth's got the options off the bench. We look 60, 70 minutes. Can he bring on Jack Grealish? Can he bring on a player that's going to tempt Bonucci and Chiellini into making a foul or drawing them out? We see against Spain, Chiellini is fallible. He's 36 years old. He's a great defender. He's experienced, but with the right type of players and the right type of personnel going forward, we can force them into errors. We can force them into misjudgment. And this will be reliant on Sterling to get in beyond, Saka to take on his men, Harry Kane as well to be in the right place at the right time. These are all scenarios that England need, but it's going to be a tough, tight game. And I think a lot of England fans are going to have to be really conservative in terms of what they're about to see. But that is my opinion so far, finally, on this Euro 2020 final. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Like the West Ham Way and subscribe to the channel if you're watching and you're new.